Ms. Gates Robinson. Tiffany Blade. Is that Tiffany Blade?
Tiffany Lindsay.
Okay, it's on here listed as Tiffany Blade. Good morning, Mrs. Lindsay.
How you doing, sir?
Very well. How about yourself?
I'm blessed, sir. I'm blessed.
I hit the wrong button, sorry.
Ms. Gates Robinson.
Yes, Your Honor.
I said, good morning. You worked out twice.
Yes.
Let's get going, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. While court is in session, please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back and wait for your names to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there's no driving while court is in session. Also, there will be no talking, eating, drinking, gum chewing, or walking around of any kind, and please be properly dressed at all times. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. All right. Mrs. Bradfield, we're gonna wait on probation. We've called them up to come down to Mr. Greenwood.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's start with this is the City of Detroit versus James Detroit, SP 10793841. Mr. LaCroix, do you have a driver's license, sir?
I think it's suspended as of now.
The offer today is to plead to admitted count of failure to display. That's a zero point offense. It does abstract to the Secretary of State. It will automatically, upon conviction, generate another 30-day suspension with the Secretary of State. I'll fine you $240 and I'll give you time to pay, sir. You have a right to a trial, sir. You also have Mrs. Gaten Robinson, a very competent lawyer on the line that can assist you or argue some points on your behalf with the city attorney, or I can put you in a breakout room if you want to speak with her regarding it.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to put you, your breakout room is Gaten Robinson is going to be 2. So unless I put you in the one where the city attorney is, you'll always have that room.
All right. Thank you.
So join that room, sir. You can speak with the lawyer. Okay, I have Katrina Gallimore.
Yes.
Good morning, Ms. Gallimore.
Good morning.
You must be, no, you're on here. I have Lorante Gray.
Lorante Gary, I'm here.
No, Gary, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Okay. I have Willis Lowe.
How you doing?
And I have Shante Tucker.
Morning, Your Honor.
Okay, your probation.
Yes.
Okay, very well. Let's give Mr. Greenwood's file. This is me. That's not the Amos Greenwood.
Oh, okay. Let me see which one.
There's another Greenwood, so give us a minute.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
I'm sorry.
my mistake.
There. Look, everybody, please mute your phone until your name is called, beside the probation officer and the attorneys, and the person that's on the record, which is Mr. Roy right now. So why do we have this stuff in here? Okay. New stuff.
Is it, well, I
We have
apologize.
Monday. Dre showing Monday stuff. We just don't.
That's why I couldn't find. This is what he has taken it.
All right, here's Monday.
I apologize.
Your Honor,
Yes, Ms. Gaten Robinson, I'm giving you guys an opportunity to speak in the breakout room. Is there, what would your client like to do, Ms. Gaten Robinson?
Your Honor, Mr. LaCroy would like to take advantage of the offer.
Okay, Mr. LaCroy, are you here? Can you raise your right hand, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, sir, can you put your hand down, please? Mr. LaCroy, you know this is a misdemeanor punishable by 93 days in jail and or 500, up to 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine.
Yes, I understand.
You understand that if you have a right to a trial in this matter,
Yes,
you understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Want to offer anything other than what I stated in the record?
No.
All right, sir, let me draw your attention to it was at April the 23rd of 2020 at around 3:22 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Mile and Biltmore Street. Sir, did you have an occasion to be pulled over by the Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes.
And on that date, were you asked to produce a valid driver's license, sir?
Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you?
No, I could not.
And why is that, sir?
I had left my wallet at home, or my ID at home, and I just totally forgot. And yeah, I just left it at home.
All right, sir. All right, so, okay, sir, so I'm gonna find you guilty of the count of failure to display a valid driver's license. I'm gonna fine you $240 in the matter. Sir, when can you pay?
I'm sorry.
When can you pay, sir?
I get paid tomorrow, so I'll be able to make payment tomorrow.
The entire amount, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give you till September 1st.
September 1st. Okay.
2021. I'm gonna waive any warrant fees. And you're gonna be responsible to pay a reinstatement fee, sir. That's not gonna be a part of this record here. All I'm concerned about is the $240. You may see $285 when you go to make the payment. However, if the All I'm concerned about is $245. That other $45 is gonna be a reinstatement fee. If you do not pay that, then you won't be cleared here in the 36th District Court. You will not be able to approach the Secretary of State for a driver's license. However, do pay that, you'll clearance and, be free. We have clearance here in the 36th District Court. Anything further, sir?
No, that'll do it. I appreciate it, sir.
Okay, very well. Have a great day, sir.
You as well.
Okay, let's call Mr. Greenwood.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? What's your name, sir?
Gregory
Gregory who?
Gapske. Apske.
Okay.
For some reason, my internet is not working
Okay. All right.
and I
Just,
can't get to your Zoom.
all right, please mute yourself by pressing *6, sir, until I call your name. When I call your name, then you can press *6 again to unmute yourself.
Okay, *6?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see who we have. Mr. Green. Okay, this is the city of Detroit versus Amos Greenwood. Case number is 05337721. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Daphne Bradfield, P70578, on behalf of Mr. Greenwood. State your name for the record, sir.
Hey, Mr. Green.
All right. And Madam Probation Officer, can you put your appearance on the record as well, please?
Nope. Okay. We have a person that's coming in. If you want to come in, just turn around.
Do we have a person coming in?
Yeah, they say we do. It was asked because they say we have a person today. What do you mean? Okay.
All right, Madam Probation Officer, for some reason, I think you're muted.
Okay.
You let in somebody named Kevin for you.
Madam Probation, are you?
Good morning, Shantia Tucker, on behalf of probation. However, Your Honor, he's not one of my cases. I'm not for sure if there's supposed to be an officer on for him, but I can check if you like.
Yeah, would you please? I thought that you were going to be. Who are you here for?
I'm here for Mr. Willis Lowe.
Oh, Mr. Willis Lowe. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so can we check on Mr. Greenwood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you call?
I called for the first one. The one that's gonna come into court today.
Someone's coming in today?
Yes, that's what you ordered them to come in. The first one. I think I printed the ROA, so I can double check. I think they weren't doing what they're supposed to do.
You remember why you called him in, right? If you didn't do what you wanted him to do, you was supposed to do it in jail.
So that's what this is. I'll check on Mr. Greenwood.
All right, we're going to pass this again, and we're going to go with this. All right. Okay, this is the city of Detroit versus Trayshawn Lundy. Case numbers SP 109-110, counts 1, 2, and 3, and 2139-7410, counts 1 and counts 2. Hearings for the record, please.
Sean Lundy.
Attorney Phyllis Gayton Robinson on behalf of Mr. Lundy.
Okay, well, there's a problem here that we don't have an offer for Mr. Lundy. Well, this is it here. So we do have an offer for Mr. Lundy. And that offer would be to plead to improper plates, amended count of improper plates, and a failure to display, amended count of failure to display. I'll fine you $250 for each count and dismiss the other 3 matters. Sir, you have an absolute right to a trial. Sir, do you have insurance? Do you have registration? What is that? Do you have a registration or do you have a license?
Yeah, I don't have my license. I have my registrations. That day I was driving somebody else's car, helping somebody else out that day. But to answer your questions, no, I don't have a license.
All right. So that is the offer. Fine, I'll waive the warrant fees, and you can speak to Mrs. Gayton Robinson. You want to present some sort of defense, or you want to talk to her about the offer and the implications of it? That failure to display is going to automatically trigger a 30-day suspension upon plea, and the improper plates is a misdemeanor as well, but it's 0 points and no abstraction to the Secretary of State.
Okay.
All right. What do you want to do, sir?
I just want to pay everything today, if I could.
Okay. All right. Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, all the time.
Okay. So, sir, you understand that these misdemeanors carry a maximum penalty of 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine, sir. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand by taking this offer, you understand you have a right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I just stated in the record?
No.
Okay, sir, let me draw your attention back to January 21st, 2021 at around 9:20 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Southfield and Grand River, sir. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Southfield and Grand River. Yes. I remember.
On that day, sir, did that police officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
No.
He didn't ask you to produce a valid driver's license, sir?
Not that I remember.
Mr. Lundy, when you were stopped by the officer, did the officer ask you for some documents?
Yes, he only asked for my registration, though. I don't remember him asking for my license.
I'm not gonna, Your Honor, can I speak to Mr. Lundy in the breakout room, please?
Please do. I'm gonna join the breakout room, Mr. Lundy, with the lawyer, all right?
All right.
All right. Did we get somebody?
Yes, they'll be joining us shortly.
Let's get Mrs. Gal. She's got one ticket. Mrs. Ms. Gilmore, do you have a valid driver's license?
No, sir.
We got 2 counts. Why is this? Let's call the case and we'll figure out. This is the city of Detroit versus Katrina LaShawn Galmar, case number 1106156601. Please look at that case.
Sorry.
The 1106156601. Katrina LaShawn Galmar. And case number 207067041. Ms. Galmore, first of all, there's a warrant out for that first case, and I don't understand why. The case seems to have been dismissed back in 2011. So you had you got a drunk driver dismissed back then too. Guilty, and guilty is charged on the operating while intoxicated. So what's going on with this case here?
You say that's for me?
We're on the record, Mrs. Gaten Robinson with Mrs.
Miss Gallimore, can you mute yourself?
And
Excuse myself.
Mute, not excuse, mute yourself. Just mute. Yeah, we're doing a different case, ma'am.
no, we're on the record with Ms. Gallimore now. We passed Mr. Lundy. So Mrs. Gallimore has she had the one matter that's on the docket. That's the driving. That's the no ops ticket. But when I look
Your
at
Honor,
her,
wait, I'm sorry. You said, so was I wasn't here for the beginning of Miss Gallimore. Am I the attorney that's supposed to be representing her? I was in the breakout room.
yes. Yeah, I'm just updating you right now. Yes, you represent. So Ms. Gallimore just had the one ticket on the docket for no ops. But when I look into her history, she has a warrant out for a 2011 ticket, and we're trying to ascertain why the warrant was out. It appears that back in 2011, Ms. Gallimore had a robot license suspended, a operating with a high VAC, and operating while intoxicated ticket. She pled guilty to the operating intoxicated ticket on 10/20/2011, and the other 2 tickets were dismissed. The high VAC ticket was dismissed on 8/4/2011, and the driving while license suspended ticket was dismissed on 8/4/2011. So why is there a warrant out for her arrest?
Did she not complete all of the requirements of probation?
Well, that's a criminal matter, so I would have to call.
Yeah, I think this is gonna have to go to Ms. Bryant, Judge Bryant. So we're not gonna deal with this matter here. We're only gonna deal with the no ops. So let's strike the 1106156601 from the record, and let's just deal with the no ops. Mrs. Gallimore, there's an offer here in the file for you to plead to the amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license. That's a misdemeanor. It carries a maximum penalty of 93 days in jail and/or $500 in fine. And that I'm gonna fine you $240 upon that plea. It does automatically suspend your license for additional 30 days, but it doesn't give you any points on your driver's license. Ma'am, you have a right to a trial, ma'am, if you want to take this matter to trial and contest this matter. And I can put you in a breakout room with Mrs. Gaten Robinson if you want to speak to her regarding the offer or any implications behind it. What would you like to do, ma'am? You have to unmute yourself.
I would like to pay the fine.
You want to take the deal, ma'am?
Yeah.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, you can put your hand down, ma'am. You understand that this maximum penalty for this is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine?
Yes.
You understand you have a right to trial in this matter?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
Yes.
And has anybody offered anything other than what I stated in the record?
No, sir.
Okay, ma'am, let me draw your attention back to January 20, 2020 at around 7:10 p.m. in the area of Robeson and Curtis, ma'am. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes.
On that day, ma'am, did that police officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you, ma'am?
No, sir.
Okay, sir, ma'am, and why is that?
They were suspended.
Very well. I'm going to accept your plea to the amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license, ma'am. And I'm going to fine you $240 in the matter. Now, when can you pay?
Okay. I could pay today. I have one question, Your Honor. Does the $100 that I posted towards the bond, to get the warrant, does that go towards or no?
Yes, it does, ma'am. If you have $100 posted in the matter, let me see, then you can do one of a few things. You can, we can ask the clerk to automatically to put in a request to apply that bond, and I can give you a telephone number that you would need to call. Or you can just pay the $240 at any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit or online, and then that bond money will be returned to you. Or you can come down to the court and immediately ask that court to immediately apply the bond, and then you can pay the remaining portion of what you owe. I'm going to waive any warrant fees, and you're also going to be responsible, ma'am, to pay a reinstatement fee.
Okay.
How would you like to take care of that, ma'am?
I'm off work tomorrow. I can come down to the court and request.
Okay, very well. And then I would also come down here and get some clearance and get this warrant cleared up through Judge Bryan as well.
Okay, so it's just an open warrant?
Yes, it is, ma'am.
Okay.
Your date of birth is 7/20/1975?
Yes, sir.
That will be you then. All right. If there's no further questions, ma'am, I'm going to put September 1st in the date so that you have at least that time to pay it. If you can't pay it by that time, ma'am, then you're going to need to zoom back in and ask the court and see if we can find you some more time. I don't want this to become a matter that snowballs into extra penalties and fees and you have another warrant out for your arrest.
Yes, sir.
All right. Very well. Have a great day, ma'am.
Thank you. You do the same.
Okay, what are we going to do with Mr. Lundy? Let's go back on the record with Mr. Drake Sean Lundy.
Your Honor, Mr. Lundy is going to take advantage of the offer. We had a clear conversation, and he's prepared to make his factual basis.
Okay. We've already sworn you in, Mr. Lundy. We were to the point where we're trying to establish a factual basis, and I drew your attention back to January 21, 2021 at around 9:20 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Southfield and Grand River, sir. And you mentioned that you were pulled over that day by a Detroit police officer, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that Detroit police officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you couldn't do so, could you, sir?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Lundy, why couldn't you produce that valid driver's license?
They suspended.
Very well, sir. I'm gonna find you guilty of the amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license. I'm gonna fine you $240 in that matter. Sir, also on that date and time, were you operating a 2014 Chrysler, sir?
Yes, sir.
And you were asked to produce a valid insurance on that vehicle. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
And you couldn't do so then either, could you, sir?
No, sir.
And why is that, sir?
I couldn't afford it. I don't have it.
All right, very well, sir. I'm gonna find you guilty of the amended count of improper plates in that matter, and I'm gonna fine you $240 for that. Sir, when can you pay?
Today.
Okay. So I'm gonna put in here September 1st, sir, 2021 for you as well. That's gonna be $480 for both of the matters. If there's any warrant fees, I'm gonna waive those for you, sir. But you're gonna be responsible to pay any reinstatement fees. Let me see if there's if I can let you know, give you some idea of what kind of reinstatement fees there are. Okay, you should have 3 reinstatement fees as well of $135 for all 3 of them. They're $45 a piece. That's not going to be a part of this record, sir. I'd just like to make you aware that you're going to have to pay that at some point if you want to go get clearances with the Secretary of State through 36th District Court, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, and I'm gonna just also say that to you as well, sir, if you find yourself in a position where you're unable to pay that by September 1st, sir, you're gonna need to zoom back in and see if the court can find you some more time, as I don't want this to turn into a situation where it charges you extra penalties, fees, and puts a warrant out for your arrest and all that stuff, all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if there's nothing further, Mr. Lundy. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
All right, thank you.
All right. Okay, I have Mr. Langford checked in. I have Attorney Dupree on the line. Who's your client, sir?
Morning, Your Honor. I have Tiffany Lindsay.
Tiffany Lindsay is here, and she's next. All right. And Mrs. Bradfield, Mrs. Bradfield, your probation officer sent a note saying that they won't be here until 9:15.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Who was that was calling my name?
That was Attorney Robinson, Your Honor. I need just one moment. I need to check on my assistant.
Okay, go ahead.
I said that because I know you're getting ready to do Mr. Dupree's case, so I figured this was a good time.
That's very well. Okay, this is the City of Detroit versus Tiffany Lindsay, case number SP 1212298, counts 2 and 3. Case number SP 1212309, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the vote. Let's also include case numbers 2139751, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Matthew Dupree, Pete 0132 for Miss Lindsay. Miss Lindsay, could you state your name, please?
Tiffany Lindsay.
Okay, good morning, Counselor. Good morning, Mrs. Lindsay. Let's see where these other cases arose from. All right. Mr. Langford, can you mute yourself? I'll mute it for you. All right. So we have, really the usual, the drove while license, revoked, unregistered, untitled, improper plate, no valid registration, no insurance, and then no insurance, unregistered, untitled, and license suspended. There is an offer here, but it doesn't encompass all of the tickets. And I'm trying to see why.
A couple of the tickets are newer, Your Honor. It's possible they were missed when the offer was previously written. I've been trying to reach out to the city attorney, but I couldn't seem to lock down who was assigned.
Well, he's here right now. So you want me to put you in a breakout room and I can give you the file and you can discuss that with them, or what would you like to do?
That'd be greatly appreciated, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, attorney, with, Dupree, with, Mr. Goss, and, you guys can work that out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So just to let you know, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matters. For Lindsay, for all right. Okay. We're gonna pass this matter, and we're gonna go. Let's see. This is Goldman. I don't know if Mr. Goldman's doctor today. We'll deal with that when it comes to. I do have the probation officer for Mr. Greenwood, correct?
That's correct.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All right. Let's pass the matter of Tiffany Lindsay, and let's recall the matter of Mr. Amos Greenwood, case number 05337721. Appearance again. You already put your appearance on the record, Mrs. Bradfield. Can you put your appearance on the record?
Absolutely, Your Honor. James Jonas on behalf of the probation department and officer of record.
Very well. So we're here today, and first, if this is a very old case. I took a few notes, I think. I took a few notes. This case goes back to 2012. It goes back to 2007. And I think Mr. Greenwood was here the last time. We had some discussion about why this has been lingering out so long. And if I am reading correctly, at some point, Mr. Greenwood was ordered to do AA, 3 times a week, outpatient treatment. That was just the background. I think that when you were here last time, you owed $675. And Mrs. Bradfield, you can help me to recall this correctly. Did I order them to take the highway safety and victims impact class?
Yes, Your Honor. You asked me to do 20 hours of community service to pay the $675. He also was supposed to do the alcohol highway safety as well as the victim impact panel. He has completed all of those, Your Honor. There was at the time a warrant out of Romulus. I will say that he has retained me on that case, and that case is scheduled to be resolved on September 27th. So he has complied with all the conditions.
Okay, and
Good morning, Your Honor. James Jonas on behalf of the probation department and officer of record. And those representations by counsel appear to be accurate. With your exception of the Romulus case, I'm not aware of the status of that matter, but I do have documentation reflecting that he did in fact attend the victims impact panel on July 28th via virtual Zoom platform. and attend the Highway Safety Education Program through eBay on July 31st of this year. He did in fact pay the almost $675 he lived at. That's been confirmed he got. And in addition to that, community service work, performed 20 hours of community service work through the Redeemed Detroit, the church, right? And completed those hours in August 7th of this year.
What about this Romulus matter? What's going on in Romulus?
We'll schedule on September 27th to resolve this matter. I'm retained on that case, so the warrant was recalled.
And what was the warrant for? What was the allegation?
Driving offense.
Any recommendation that you have?
Yeah, I'm not aware of that.
Your Honor.
Counsel to repeat. What was the nature of that charge?
All right, hold on.
This is short, Your Honor. I'm hearing feedback from someone's device, and I just wanted to.
Yeah, I'm hearing feedback as well. I'm hearing feedback as well, so.
If everyone can mute their device, please, so that we can get an accurate record.
With the exception of Mr. Greenwood and the council. Okay, let's go. I think we got it cleared up. I don't know if we have it cleared up. And at some reason, I believe that someone else's device that is interfering with ours. Okay, so what? Go ahead.
Your Honor, if counsel could please repeat what is the pending allegations in Romulus? What's the nature of that charge?
It's a driving offense, and we're scheduled for court on September 27th to resolve the matter.
Okay. When you say driving offense, can you indicate?
I'm sorry, driving while license suspended.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, counsel.
All right. So, do you have any recommendation?
Well, Mr. Honor, at this time, it appears Mr. Greenwood has complied with all the initial conditions that were set forth and stipulated by this court. So I'm leaving it at the discretion of the court. If counsel has a motion at this time.
Well, listen, we're still getting that feedback for some reason. I don't understand why that's, everybody's muted except for myself, Mr. Greenwood, Ms. Bradfield's muted now. Okay, so, and I think that may have been Ms. Bradfield that was giving us that feedback. So I did have a problem, Mr. Greenwood, with you basically being on the lam for all this time and not being responsible about your obligations to the court and society. We had some discussions about that, and that's why I ordered you. I wanted to make sure you did what the original comply with, and I also wanted you to do that extra community service. So I hope, sir, that community service you got something out of that. I believe that all of us should be doing that on our own anyway. But at the end of the day, definitely someone that has been charged with a serious crime like this should be given back to the community. My only hope is that you have your situation in order now. I know that you have, I can't speak enough of the attorney that you hired. She's just a phenomenal lawyer and person. And I know that if you stick with her, she can help you get your affairs together. But you're going to have to do your part, sir. You're not getting any younger.
Yes, sir.
It's always an opportunity as long as we wake up to redeem yourself and change your situations that you have. It appears that you're at least doing that in this matter. I hope anything else that is going on in your life, you get that together as well. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this matter out since you've complied.
There's also hope, Your Honor, that you did glean some insight from those classes that you participated in.
Oh, definitely. I mean, those classes are very informative classes, and I guess once you see and you look at those classes, you can see why the courts and everybody is taking these drunk driving so seriously.
Yes, they were very touching.
Yeah, and you know, really, and especially in the day and time we live in right now, where 2007, you may not have had access to ride shares and things like that, but now it's really absolutely no reason to get behind the wheel of a car after having even one drink.
Correct.
So, all right, sir, if there's anything further, Ms. Bradfield?
No, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to close the matter out based on this compliance. Good luck to you, Mr. Greenwood, and Ms. Bradfield. I'll see you sometime in the future.
All right. Thank you. You all enjoy the rest of your day.
You as well.
You have a good day, guys.
Thank you.
I'll be safe.
Coming down.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to back on the record with Mrs. Tiffany Lindsay. I've given you an opportunity, Counselor, to speak to Mr. Doss regarding the matter. I do have an updated offer here, and it seems like you did pretty well by your client, if I must say so myself. But I guess Ms. Lindsay will be the one to alternately judge that. And the new offer here is to plead to improper plates, plead to the amended count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, and plead to a no registration responsible ticket. I will fine $240 for each misdemeanor charge, and I will fine you $105 for the no registration charge. And where it may seem like a little more money up, well, I guess it may not even be a little more money up front because we didn't deal with the other 4 matters that were open. So this clears all the matters up, but it also, Mrs. Lindsay, gives you the opportunity of only having 1 misdemeanor on your record, and that having no points, and having no abstraction to the Secretary of State, so you don't have to worry about that additional 30-day suspension. You can, once you get this stuff cleared up, you'll have a clearance here in the 36th District Court, and you will be able to at least approach the the Secretary of State for a license as it relates to this court. I don't know about any other courts. So, Mr. Dupree, what would your client like to do?
Judge, I think we're going to want to take the deal. I was going to ask if I could have a breakout room with my client just so I can discuss a little bit with her. We're in an effort to get her license back, and I wanted to discuss with her how this incorporates into that before having her take the deal, if that's okay with the court.
That's fine with me. I would suggest that. All right, let's put you in a breakout room with your client. I think she's already gotten there. We'll pass the matter over time. All right, we have Mr. James on the line. Mr. Phillips, is that James Phillips or Phillips James? Did he leave? All right, let's go with
Officer Jones.
Officer Jones here.
Officer Jerry Jones, yes.
Officer Jerry Jones. Okay, who do you have, sir?
Judge, good morning. I have Tamisha Tyler.
I think you're in the wrong courtroom.
That's what I was just trying to figure out because I called the detail and they told me that this was the courtroom, but I have Sherman, Judge Sherman, actually.
Yeah, you got Judge Sherman, all right?
What's the court?
You know where her courtroom is and or Zoom number?
437.
Okay, so it's right here. Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot, Judge.
Very well.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Ms. Jane Robinson, there's a Terry Oliver that is scheduled for trial today. I don't know if Ms. Oliver, yes, she's on. So I give the officer a half-hour grace period, so I'm sure I don't have to tell you to chime in as soon as you can to that dismissal. Remove Mr. Johnson.
It's not so easy to see, is it?
Absolutely, Your Honor. As soon as 9:30 gets here, I will chime in.
I'm sure you will. Let's go with Mr. Gary.
Let's give you Attorney Good.
Mr. Attorney Goodman, who are you in for?
This is Mr. Gary. I don't think Mr. Goldman made it. Oh, he's here. He had another case, he told me.
Mr. Goldman, you're here for Mr. Gary?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, very well. What's next anyway? Okay. This is the city of Detroit versus Lorante Gary. Lorante Gary, case number U59584721. Appearance for the record, please.
May it please the court, Ezra Goldman, P48965, on behalf of Mr. Gary.
All right. Let me see what's going on with Mr. Gary.
I think it's a review date, Your Honor.
Correct.
All right. So today is the date and time set for a review. However, I see that there's not been a payment made. What's your client, what's going on?
The payment has been made.
Your Honor, it's usually the other
Talk to
way.
your lawyer, sir.
There you go.
Oh, excuse me.
So Your Honor, I was gonna say that I would defer to Mr. Gary on whether or not he made the payment, but it seems like he's saying he did.
All right. Now, would you want your client to speak, or does your client want to speak, or what? I want to do that.
I'm fine with Mr. Gary going ahead and explaining what happened there, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Gary, I just wanted to make sure that you didn't say anything that may or may not incriminate yourself and give your lawyer an opportunity to speak on. You paid him, so you might as well use the time.
Yes, sir.
All right, so what's going on, Mr. Gary?
The account, well, the amount was paid. I have the email for the confirmation that the amount of $240, I believe that was the correct amount, that was paid.
Okay, that's in, you paid that at, I'm assuming you may have paid that at the DivDav kiosk?
I paid it online.
Paid online?
Yes, sir.
And when did you make that payment, sir?
I made it yesterday.
Okay, paid online, and yesterday was the 24th, so let's say 8/24/2021. The only issue that I have today is that payment does not reflect on our system. What I will do is I will put this up for another review tomorrow. You and your counselor do not have to appear. And when that payment reflects on our system, then I will close the matter out under disorderly conduct.
Okay.
All right. And you also have $245 reinstatement fees that you need to make to the court as well for some past matters.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything further?
I was also, I think that should be it. I have the class. That's this Saturday. You request me to take a class as well.
Wait a minute. So we're not even, well, let's put this over for a review. Okay. Have you done the testing, sir?
Yes, I've done the testing, and the class, the next scheduled class date is the 28th.
All right, very well. Let's put this over for a review on September 1st. 2021. You got it up here, sir.
Okay.
All right. All right, if there's nothing further, you and your counsel have a very good day. Any questions, counselor?
Just making sure that that's an 8:30.
8:30 a.m.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, very much. Have a great day.
All right, you as well.
Okay. One last time, this is Tiffany Lindsay. We're back on the record with Mrs. Lindsay. You've had an opportunity to speak with your counsel in the breakout room. Counselor, what is your client's pleasure?
Your Honor, this time she'd like to accept the offer and plead guilty.
Okay, very well. Is that what your understanding is, Ms. Lindsay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down, ma'am. You understand that the maximum possible penalty for each of these misdemeanors is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you understand that you have a right to a trial in these matters as well. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir, Your Honor.
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to draw your attention to March the 10th, 2021 at around 4:54 p.m. or somewhere thereabouts in the area of Hessel and Faust in the city of Detroit. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes, sir.
And on that day, were you asked to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you couldn't do so, could you, ma'am?
No, sir, Your Honor.
Why is that?
Because I don't have a valid driver's license, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I want to fine you $240 in that matter. Ma'am, I'm going to draw your attention to December 14th, 2021 at around 12:08 p.m. in the city of Detroit. I think this is in the area of Schoolcraft and Artesian.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
And on that date, were you operating a 2008 Hyundai?
Yes, I was, Your Honor.
Was something wrong with the plates on that vehicle, ma'am?
The plates were not valid.
Very well. I'm going to find you guilty of improper plates, ma'am. I'm going to fine you $240 in that matter. And ma'am, was there something wrong with the insurance on that vehicle?
I didn't have any insurance.
No, strike that. There was something wrong with the registration on that vehicle, ma'am.
Yes, it wasn't registered.
So, ma'am, I'm going to find you responsible for the improper no registration matter. That's a civil infraction, ma'am. I'm going to fine you $105 in that matter. So, ma'am, with the stipulation of probable cause, counselor, I'm going to dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, and I'll say this, let's see. All right, it doesn't appear that you owe any reinstatement fees or you have any warrant fees, ma'am. So there's not anything necessary for me to do in that matter. All I can ask now is when can you pay?
I could pay in about 30 days, Your Honor.
I'm going to give you 30 days, ma'am, September 24th, 2021. Ma'am, if you find yourself in a situation where you can't pay those by that time, then you're gonna need to take the step and zoom back in and see if the court can find you some more time now. Because I don't want this to become a situation where it goes into more fine.
I don't know, bro.
All right.
This is the room for the little regular.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So anything further, Counselor?
No, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you as well. Thank you, client.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate your time.
All right. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a great one.
You as well. All right. Mr. Lowe. Mr. Willis Lowe.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, sir. All right, this is the City of Detroit versus Willis Tracy Lowe, case number U5.
Sorry, Your Honor. It's
Yes.
9:32. Can we do Miss Oliver first?
All right. That's a good lawyer there. That's all I need to say about that. 1 second, Mr. Lowe. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you would want me to wait, you would want me to do this for you too, Mr. Lowe, so I know. All right, let's see. Olive. Okay. This is the City of Detroit versus Terry Lynette Oliver, case number B120375221, B122376621, B122377721, B122378121, B1223791, B1223821, and B1223821. Also, B1223821 and B1223832. Appearance for the record, please.
Attorney Phyllis Gayton Robinson on behalf of, I believe it's Miss Terry Oliver. Miss Oliver, can you turn your video on and unmute yourself? Your Honor, today is the date and time set for trial in this matter. The officers have not appeared and we're seeking a dismissal of these matters.
Okay, today is the date and time set for a trial in the matter. And there is a motion here to dismiss based on no officers present. So I want to find, is there an officer or patrol officer, M. Thomas? M. Thomas with the officer's ID number of 75. Hearing no response from the officer and having this trial being set at 9 a.m., I do give the officer a half-hour grace period. But hearing no response, it is 9:34. All the matters are going to be dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much. And Mrs. Oliver, if there's nothing further, ma'am, you have a very good day.
You too.
All right. Okay, now, Mr. Lowe, let's go back to Mr. Willis Lowe.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Shantia.
Did we call it? Let's call it again. This is City of Detroit versus Willis Tracy Lowe, case number U587622020. Appearances for the record, please.
Shantia Tucker on behalf of Probation Department.
Okay.
Attorney Phyllis Gayton Robinson on behalf of Mr. Lowe, I'm assuming as your house counsel.
Yes. Okay, I got a note here that Mr. Lowe was never assigned to a probation officer. And I do remember this, and Mr. Lowe was, we had to get this matter cleared up and make sure that he satisfied all the terms and conditions of it. So it appears that Mr. Lowe has, now, we've kind of resolved that matter, and Mr. Lowe at least seems like he has made a payment. Would Madam Probation Officer, would you like to give us an update on where Mr. Lowe is at this time?
Yes, he was assigned to me on July 19th. I spoke with him on July 21st. He was placed on probation on April 26th, 2021 for a 3-month term. He was ordered to do STD testing, attend the morality program, and complete 20 hours of community service and pay his costs and fines. He has paid all costs and fines. He has completed the 20 hours of community service and attended the morality class. He has yet to do the STD testing.
Okay. So, any response, Mrs. Gaten Robinson?
Your Honor, I have not spoken with Mr. Lowe. If we could just have one moment in the breakout room.
You certainly can. Mr. Lowe, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with the attorney, and you can speak to the attorney, all right?
Okay.
Mr. Potts, he's gone already? All right. Now it's a good time to check some more people in. Let's go with, so we got Lowe. Veins Green.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, sir. And then we have another Devin Green as a walk-in. What have we got? What do we have going on with him? He's scheduled for arraignment today in Kenneth Keen's courtroom.
That's right. No, it's going to be a 134.
A 134.
Yes, at 10:30.
Well, I remember Mr. Devin Green a little bit. Let's see what's going on.
That's the same one. I just that's why I just let you know.
Okay, so Mr. Green, why are you here today? Mr. Devin Green. Oh, we got once. Mr. Green, can you unmute yourself, Mr. Devin Green?
Hello?
Yeah, why are you here today, sir?
The other court, the room not open. They haven't been open since 8.
Yeah, it's not probably open until 10:30. But what is your date of birth?
Say that again.
What is your date of birth?
11/14/98.
11/14/98. So you're not Dominique Devontae Green, are you?
Mm-mm.
You're just Devin Green, or
Yes, sir.
you have a middle name, sir?
Darion.
Darion. So all I see for you is here is you owe 2 reinstatement fees. What brings you in this courtroom today?
Oh, I just thought I had the wrong courtroom. But if it's not open, then I'll just go to the other courtroom and wait till it open.
All right, let me make sure. You know you got 2 reinstatement fees, don't you, to pay at $45 a piece?
Okay. I do now.
All right, so I just want to let you know that, so you won't be able to get a driver's license until you pay those 2 reinstatement fees. But I don't think you have anything here. You just have that one that you got to go to 134. So I think you got to dial 360-134-0040. All right.
I got it. All right.
All right,
Thank
good luck to you, sir.
All right, have a good one.
You too. All right. Now, Mr. Gaten Robinson, you've had an opportunity. We're back on the record with Mr. Willis Tracy Lowe. You have an opportunity to speak with your client, ma'am. What's going on?
Your Honor, Mr. Lowe is asking for just a few weeks to get the results over to the court. He has not taken the test yet, but will take the test immediately. It's my understanding that his communications are done via mail with the prosecutor, with this probation officer. Is that correct, Ms. Tucker?
It's through email and through the phone. I have sent several options to him for him to get the testing done. However, he has stated that I guess he's not getting there in enough time to get tested. He was given the options and the hours that have opened for a couple of clinics, and he was also told he can go to his own personal doctor to get this done. So,
okay. So Mr. Lowe's going to need just a few weeks to get that done, Your Honor. So we're just asking that maybe this matter be put out for 3 weeks. Mr. Lowe, you do not have to you do not have to mail it physically to the probation department. You can scan the proof that you took the test over to the probation department via email, the emails that you've been communicating with Ms. Tucker in.
Okay. Maybe you can have the doctor's office do it. So let me ask you this, Mr. Lowe, how long do you need?
Well, with the mailing and the everything else, I think 3 weeks is liable.
Mr. Lowe, and we've asked for the 3 weeks, but listen, I need you to hear me clearly. Do not mail anything. You are emailing it. So as soon as they give you the paperwork at the doctor's office, if you don't have the ability to scan, go to Kinko's or FedEx or somewhere and have them scan it for you and email it. Do not try to mail it to her. Email is sufficient. Is that correct, Ms. Tucker?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to give you 4 weeks, sir. September 24, 2021. I'm going to set this for review. We'll be back on September 24, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. All right?
That'll work. Thank you.
All right, very well. If there's nothing further. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You too.
Okay. Let's go with Mr. Langford.
Hey, Mr. Langford.
Hey, how you doing? I want to talk to you when the opportunity comes. I need to talk to you today, really.
So just for the record, Your Honor, Mr. Langford is my client from a different program that I'm a part of. So I'm pretty familiar with him.
I figured you had to know him. The court's kind of familiar with him too. Let's call the case. Trouble. Come on. This is the city of Detroit versus Floyd Langford, case number SP 1100328, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1103973, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number SP 1103994, counts 1, and SP 1114974, counts 1 and 2. Well, let me see about those other 2 matters. Yeah, we're going to include those. Those are in default. They were happening during the pandemic, so we'll set those defaults aside for the last 2 matters. All right. So, Mr. Langford, there is an offer here.
Your Honor, I'd like to state for the record that I was in treatment all this time trying to get my life back together.
Mr. Langford. No, we're not doing that. You know your lawyer not gonna let you do that, right? You're not stating that for the record till we have a conversation, right?
Right. Okay.
Okay. You gotta finish. Let the judge finish, Mr. Langford.
Oh, okay.
So, thank you, Ms. Gaten Robinson. So you have 3 matters on here, Counselor, Mr. Goss, that you have put in this offer, and I don't know when this offer was made, but these matters are now closed for the UTICs.
Your Honor, did you say Goss or Langford?
I said Goss. I'm speaking to Goss now because he's the one that wrote this offer. So he needs to give Mr. Langford an updated offer. Because the offers that he's put on here incorporates those U tickets that he had, and it appears that all of those U tickets are cleared up. These matters are just traffic matters, and that's 1, 2, 3. That's 1. This is 1, 2, 3. These are closed. So we have one matter here, 84169. That's closed as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print out, so we have 1, 2, 6, 7. All right, I'm going to print out the only 2. And I'm going to hand this back to the city attorney so he can get an updated offer. I'll stay. All right. So we're going to pass that matter, Mr. Langford, until you get an updated offer in your file. All right. Good morning, Madam Probation Officer.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you today?
I'm doing good, yes, sir.
All right, who do we have?
I have Peter on Matthew. He's in person.
He's out there.
Yes.
Okay.
You just dealing
I put closed on the ones that are closed, yeah. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matters.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Next last one.
All right, let's go, where's Mr. Green, Davian Green? He needs an offer?
Yes,
He's got. All right, so let me see that file first. See what's in there. I only have one matter up here for today, but it looks like he has some additional matters that he got. So let's see. so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matters from Mr. Green. So I'm gonna pass this over to the city attorney as well and get an updated offer for Mr. Green as well. Here's the offer for Mr. Langford. All right. All right, we're back on the record with Mr. Floyd Langford.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, there's been an offer availed to you to plead to, what, 2 counts of improper plates and 1 failure to display a valid driver's license and dismiss the other matters. There'll be a $240 fine for each count. So you're looking at $960. No, $720, I'm sorry. The city attorney asked whether you have a driver's license or not. What's up, Dallas? Do you have a driver's license, sir?
Yeah, I have a driving license.
Well, let me ask you this. Is it good?
Not valid. No, it's not valid at this time.
You don't have a driver's license then. You got a piece of paper that don't mean nothing.
All right. No, I don't have a valid driver.
That's the question.
I thought I had a valid driving license.
You thought you did?
At the time I got the tickets. I thought I had one. You know?
That's a good. Maybe Miss Gaten Ramos can work with that. But as far as having a valid driver's license now, I don't think she can do nothing for you. Run his driving record, please. Okay. So here we are.
Your Honor, that's not necessary. We don't have to run my client's driving record.
No, I just want to see if we, if he,
You know already.
She already knows he does that. All right. Don't waste the paper then.
The most is not necessary right here, Your Honor. Just put me in a breakout room with Mr. Langford.
All right. I like that. All right, Mr. Langford, join the room, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. We're gonna wait on Mr. Green to get back. Okay, now, did this guy now probation officer did complete all his requirements?
He completed his alcohol highway safety class and he completed the community service, but he missed the screen on July 30th.
What screen?
His urine analysis.
Oh, he's going to jail. It's my first one. What is, and he still owes $350.
So that $350, he indicated if he complies, you would delete that from.
But he didn't
because
comply.
the judge ordered him, prior judge ordered him to pay additional.
He didn't comply.
Well, you indicated on July 29th, 26th, that if he complies, then he wouldn't have to pay that $350. So that's the balance right now. So right now, since he missed that screen, he's not due to get off probation anyway until November 30th. So that's the whole 9 months.
Okay, but if we give him 10 days in jail, we can just close it out, right?
What about that $350?
I mean, I don't know what he's gonna do with it. I don't care now. Just give him 10 days in jail and let him go on about his way.
She said if he didn't comply, she held 45 days in advance. Because he went to jail prior for 10 days.
For what?
For a violation for not complying with the terms and conditions in the first place.
He went to jail already?
Oh, yeah. Be 10 days. Right.
He didn't do, how could he do 10 days prior? They let him out early.
No, Judge Langston, he did 10 days. She gave him 10 days because he violated.
And he's supposed to do another 45 days.
If you don't comply again, that was her recommendation. She held.
All right, so we'll give him 15 days. Close it out, right? Let's bring them in here. Good. No. Oh, we'll wait. Yeah, we'll wait. So just have a seat, sir, back there. Back. All right. We'll wait on Ms. Robinson to get back in. What about Gregory Allen Jackson? Okay, he just needs an offer. And then we'll have somebody else go? No, he's got an offer. He just needs to be able. Okay. Back on the record with Mr. Floyd Langford. I've given you an opportunity, sir, to speak with the lawyer in the breakout room regarding the offer that the court presented to you. Mrs. Robinson, what would your client like to do?
Your Honor, Mr. Langford would like to take advantage of the offer.
Okay, is that your understanding, Mr. Langford?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Your Honor. That's probably the best thing for me.
All right, and you know you have a right to a trial, don't you, sir?
Yes.
All right, sir, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down, sir. Sir, you understand that these matters, these misdemeanor matters are punishable by up to 93 days in jail and or $500 fine, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And sir, do you understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
Yes, Your Honor.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, sir. Let me draw your attention to, what is this, August the 9th, 2020 at around 8:33 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Mount Elliott and Gratiot, sir. On that day, did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes, Your Honor.
And on that day, were you operating a 2001 Chevy, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And was something wrong with the plates on that vehicle, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
What was wrong with those plates, sir?
Well, I was told that plate when it was improper plate didn't belong to the vehicle. The lady that truck I was driving, I didn't have full knowledge of it. But I was understanding by the officer said it didn't belong to the vehicle, nor did I have a registration or an insurance for it.
Okay. So the plates did not belong to that vehicle, is that correct, sir?
Right. It belongs to that person, but it didn't belong to that particular vehicle.
This is, sorry, you telling the court this is not your vehicle, sir?
Right. It wasn't my vehicle.
It was your vehicle?
It was not.
All right, Miss Gaten Robinson, is there an element of knowing in this improper plates offense or not?
Dante Carson, on behalf of the City of Detroit, Your Honor, P60162. I believe that's a strict liability, Your Honor.
Well, let's not believe. Let's find out for sure.
Because when you technically you drive a vehicle, you're supposed to make sure that the vehicle has insurance and properly registered. Taking keys to the vehicle.
Your Honor, can you give me the PAT code really quickly, and I'll dial it in and read through it.
I have a code of 257.256.
256.
And then the first code was written under 257.215 for the unregistered untitled. And then the no insurance was 500.3101.
Oh, Your Honor, I typed it in. I'm sorry. Can I have the other ones? I have the 257, 256, and then what are the other two?
For the count one is 257.215. And then count two is 500.3101. Where'd you go, Mr. Floyd? Mr. Langford?
I'm finishing the glass water, Your Honor.
Pardon me?
I was finna get a glass of water.
Mr. Langford.
I can't move. I apologize.
You know you in court, Mr. Langford.
Okay.
Okay.
And it has in the remarks here, plate on the vehicle, and it gives the plate number, comes back no record. That's the second traffic stop on this vehicle. That's what it has in the remarks section.
Your Honor, what vehicle was this? Was this a truck?
2001 Chevy, that's all I see.
Mr. Langford, is this your truck?
That was the truck that belongs to Arlene, the lady I was.
Your Honor, can I go back in the breakout room with Mr. Langford? Because that's the blessing and the curse of having a prior relationship.
All right, now listen, we got Mr. We have Mr. What's his name? Guzik here, who's gonna need your services. So we're gonna do him next, all right?
Mr. Ruzik?
Guzik on top of the docket.
Okay.
All right. Go back in that breakout room, Mr. Langford.
Yes, sir.
What do we need? Well, we're going to have to wait.
How you get to the breakout room?
The same way you got there the first time. It should be up there joined.
Oh, no. It just popped up, I think. No, it ain't popped up there.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch you from 1 to 2.
All right.
See if the breakout room pops up now.
No, it said leave meeting, that's all.
No, it doesn't. It's got some writing on there.
I can see it on my laptop. I did the first time.
Can you hit the more button, sir?
The more.
Yep, there's a button there, more.
More. Let me see. Oh yeah, I see it. All right, I see that. It says Mooney setting minimize background filter, disconnect audio, raise hand. That's all. Check room. It doesn't say, Your Honor. I don't know how to get back.
Can somebody help him? Miss Gabe Robinson, can you help Mr. Langford and with the press to get back in that breakout room?
Mr. Langford, so when you look at your screen, do you see something like 4 squares that pop up at the top?
Yeah.
Touch the 4 squares.
Did that?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I got it. Thank you, Ms. Robinson.
You welcome.
I'm gonna go a 5-minute recess. Court's gonna be in recess for 5 minutes.
Go in the breakout room so we can be ready. Thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome.
Yes, she is. Sure thing, yeah. We're in recess. Have her here for this next. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Ms. McCall, when we're done here, Judge Ford would like to see you in her courtroom. Thank you.
So what? Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Hopefully he gets a taste of, get okay with some people, you know, but this is the first one. You know, and that's what I think, but she's gonna look at it. You still have plenty of time to comply. Different, you know, I would make a test today.
All right, court is back in session. Who's got the K51 device? Can you please unmute yourself?
Hello?
Good morning. Mr. Green, I have yours. Who's got the K51 device? Somebody on the K51? I'm gonna remove them from the room.
Your Honor, is it possible for me to speak with Mr. Goss in the breakout room? Or is he still in your courtroom?
He's here. If you want to speak to him in the breakout room, I'm gonna put you in the breakout room.
Well, Your Honor, I mean, I don't have a problem with discussing with him because you asked the question with regards to what the law requires. My interpretation of what the law requires with regards to the registration is that the person operating or the owner of the vehicle have knowledge. So with regards to the registration, I think that is an issue that he could potentially be liable for. With regards to the insurance, I do think that it is an issue for the owner solely, based on my interpretation of the law that I read.
But we're not talking about insurance here because the plea requires not the insurance, it requires the improper plate.
The improper plates. So based on, hold on one second. 2-5.
With Mr. Floyd Langford.
Oh, Your Honor, you want me to pull him out of the breakout room?
No.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
Okay, so based on 257.215.
That's the new unregistered untitled.
It says it is a misdemeanor for any person to drive or move or for an owner to knowingly permit to be driven or moved. Any highway, upon any highway, any vehicle of a type required to be registered, which is not registered. So that implies that the person driving that vehicle has responsibility with regards to having knowledge about the registration of that vehicle.
Okay, what about 256?
256, that is the one, let's see.
Who's that in the K51 device? Just got out the car.
This is Mr. Lee. I'm just trying to check in right now for a court case. I apologize, Your Honor.
Well, I don't know. I don't have you on the docket here. What's your first name?
Troy is my first name.
We still on a record with Mr. Langford, Your Honor.
Yeah, we're still on the record, Mr. Langford. Go ahead, Counselor.
It says a person shall not lend to another person or knowingly permit the use of a vehicle, the use of any certificate, title, registration, certificate of registration, plate, special plate, or permit issued to him or her. So essentially, the person that owns the license plate cannot put the license plate on something else or let somebody else use it for that. But that's the responsibility is on the owner. But you gave me 3 different codes to look up.
We won't even discuss the insurance. That's what I was talking about, the improper plate, because apparently and you can go get him out of the breakout room before we continue.
Okay.
Find out where Mr. Lee is, what he's got.
I do want to apologize, Your Honor. I spoke with your clerk yesterday afternoon, and she put me on for this morning.
What's your middle name, sir?
Everett is an E. And this is my second time appearing before you in your courtroom, Your Honor. I apologize for that also.
All I see is 265. Are you in here for trying to get more time to pay, sir, or what?
No, what my issue is my contact point for serving my community service. I've lost contact with them. Either their phone is off or he hasn't paid the bill or disconnected. And I've received a postcard in the mail. I agreed to 32 hours and I haven't completed the 32 hours, but I received the postcard.
All right, let me stop you there, sir. Let me just ask you to mute yourself, and then as soon as we're done on this case, we'll see what's going on. Well, I assume they got the other ones, but mute yourself until I call your name, please.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So we're back on the record with Mr. Floyd Langford. And
Yes, Your Honor.
and just to update you on the discussion while you were in the breakout room, your attorney has looked up the code. So in order for you to take a plea to these matters, the court has to have an accurate factual basis to either the charge that you are pleading to or any amended charge that you may be pleading to. In this instance, you have an improper plate charge, and that improper plate, your attorney has looked up, and you indicated that you're not the owner of this 2001 Chevy that was that you were driving, and that you indicated that you had no knowledge of the plate and the situation that surrounding the plate, being that it was maybe not the right plate for the car. I have here that plate on vehicle comes back no record, so I don't know what that means. But in order to take a factual basis, you have to, first of all, it needs to fit all the elements of the crime, and I don't think knowing is one of the elements. So Mrs. Gayton Robinson, let me know if the court is right about that or not.
Your Honor, for the unregistered motor vehicle, I do not believe that knowing is a requirement.
For the unregistered, we're talking about the improper plate.
I'm sorry, wait 1 second. Let me.
The 256.
The 256 is that responsibility falls on the owner of that plate.
Right.
It says a person shall not lend to another person or knowingly permit the use of any certificate, title, registration plate or special plate, or permit without, let's see. Essentially, the responsibility, Your Honor, the summarized edition is it's on the owner of that plate.
So theoretically, if the only way that Mr. Langford could be found guilty of this matter is that if he probably assisted in telling the owner of the plate that we need to switch these plates or something like that, if there was some kind of information that could be found there. As far as it is now, it doesn't seem as though that element would fit. He would be able to plead to that crime as it's written. You want to respond, Counselor?
Your Honor, he has 9 additional charges, so he can find another charge. Okay. I was trying to give him a civil infraction instead of since he cannot allocate to those charges. He just have to take
Well, all of those 3 were misdemeanors. I have 2 civil infractions, so he was pleading to 3 misdemeanors, 2 improper plates, and 1 failure to display. I do have in front of me 2 civil infractions.
Those were actually affect his insurance. That's why I gave him those.
Well, we can amend these to something that won't affect his insurance. And then he'll plead to the failure to display and the 2 amended counts of these. Is that what the court, is that?
That's fine. I was just trying not to
affect his insurance. I got you. All right. So here's the new offer, Mrs. Gayton Robinson, to plead to the failure to display a valid driver's license. And then for the defective lights ticket, we will plead to a blocking traffic, $175 fine. And for the no insurance ticket, plead to, well, defective lights, he can just plead to defective lights straight up.
Insurance one is my
issue. And then no insurance will amend that to a blocking traffic and fine him $175 in that matter. Would your client be welcome?
That is a very beneficial offer for Mr. Langford, especially considering the number of matters that are going to be dismissed and the amount of money that he's saving. So I think that Mr. Langford will take advantage of that offer. Is that correct, Mr. Langford?
Yes.
Yeah, so basically, it's saving you money, it's saving you from having 2 extra misdemeanors on your record, which I don't think.
Your Honor.
I don't think. But, so Mr. Langford, are you understanding that the new offer, it's a little bit more generous from the people? We couldn't make a factual basis for that other thing. So, essentially, sir.
Excuse me, can she just stipulate to
Yeah, we'll do that. But did we take the plea for the no license? We took that plea already? Ms. Gaten Robinson?
I don't think, Mr. Langford.
Yes.
No, Your Honor, I don't believe we've done the factual basis. We didn't get to the no license yet.
Okay, on 8/9/2020 at 8:35 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Mount Elliott and Gratiot, sir, did you get pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes, he did, Your Honor.
And on that day, sir, did the police officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
No, sir.
Your Honor, can we pass
I did
Mr. Langford's matter and move on to some of these other individuals? Mr. Langford clearly wants a lot of attention today, and it's not fair to the other people who have been here on time.
No.
Mr. Langford, we've been in the breakout room 3 times.
I'm gonna pass the matter. I'm gonna put you in the breakout room. All right. Let's go with wait a minute, am I getting this mixed up? Let's go with Mr.
Your Honor, we've got some reverb or feedback, and I just want to make sure
I think that's coming from Ms. Gaten's device.
she's. Oh, okay.
I'm not even saying anything. Are you getting feedback from my device?
I got some feedback from you, Ms. Gaten Robinson. Are you on 2 devices?
No, earlier I was printing something.
What about Mr. Gatsky? You're on 2 devices. I'm gonna take you off. You got your computer issue straight, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I'm gonna remove you from the phone.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's call.
This ain't good.
Hopefully. Let's call the case of Gregory Allen Gatsky, case number SP 109-70271, SP 111-893-12-2045-76471 and 2045-76481. Appearance for the record, please.
Attorney Gaten Robinson on behalf of Mr. Gatsby.
Okay.
He just fell off, Your Honor.
Did it? Well, let's go to Mr. Green. All right. Let's call the case of the city of Detroit versus Davanes, Deshawn Green, case numbers SP 1133238-1, where he did have a related civil infraction in that matter, which he has paid as a failure to stop. Let's call U32459916. Let's call SP 1209519, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Attorney Phyllis Gayton Robinson.
Okay. I have an offer here that Mr. Let me make sure this encompasses everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the U ticket. We have the 133, the 1 ticket. 12095. We're missing one of the matters, so I'm just gonna suggest, I'm just gonna say that matter will be dismissed. Well, you paid a related civil infraction on the 122095519. Okay, so here's the offer. The offer is to plead to the amended count of disorderly conduct for the entering without permission ticket. I'll fine him $240 in that matter. And the offer is to plead to the amended count of blocking traffic. That's a $175 fine for the fail to yield right of way ticket. And all the other matters will be dismissed. And I'll fine him $175 for the blocking traffic. Sir, I want you to know that you have an absolute right to a trial in these matters, and you have a right to speak with Mrs. Gayton Robinson regarding the matters. If you want me to put you in a breakout room, you can take the offer, or you can speak to Mrs. Robinson, or I can set you a trial date. What would you like to do, sir?
Speak to Ms. Robinson.
Very well. Do you have all the counts in front of you, Ms. Robinson? You don't even have.
Sure. Did he have extra stuff that was added to the docket, Your Honor?
Yes.
So no, I do not. I only have what was on the docket.
Okay, let me read it off to you quickly. He's got a no insurance misdemeanor. He's got what's on the docket, the EWAP ticket. He's got a driving while license suspended, a no proof of insurance civil infraction, and a failure to yield right of way civil infraction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. He's paid a related failure to stop civil infraction that he's got 2 points on his license for. And he's also paid a 16 to 20 over ticket that he's got 4 points on his license for. So he automatically signed up with 6 points on his license. And he's also paid another 21 to 25 over. So, sir,
Just the new ticket.
Sir, the offer now is to dismiss, but you got what? You signed up for 10 points on your driver's license, sir. By trying to, I understand, trying to stay on top of it and just pay the matters, but you got to understand, sir, when you just pay those tickets, you're admitting responsibility and you're getting all the consequences and repercussions that go with that. I would have suggested it, and since you didn't have the benefit of a lawyer, I would suggest that you come to court on all of those matters, because now you got, how old are you, sir?
23.
You're 23. And now you got 10 points on your driver's license. Mrs. Gayton Robinson, you want to make a motion on his behalf
Yes, Your Honor. If we could reopen those matters and they potentially be resolved in a different manner, I would greatly appreciate it. 10 points. That's an 8 ball that he'll be behind for at least 2+ years. I believe 12 points, your license is suspended. There's no way that had he known better or had the benefit of counsel that he would have ever agreed to 10 points on his license, Your Honor.
All right, any response from the people?
No response.
So hearing no response, I'm going to grant your motion to set aside the default on those matters, sir, so those matters can be relitigated. What I'm going to do is automatically, sir, you're going to have to go to the Michigan Defensive Driving Course. I'm going to put the name in the chat for you. So,
Mr. Green, can you see the chat?
I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to get it to him. Michigan. Sir, and listen, the only way, let me go back a little bit. The only way I will set aside the defaults if you're willing to go to this Michigan Defensive Driving Course. Obviously, you need some refresher on your driving, and we'll give it to you if you're willing to take it, and that'll help you out on some of these other matters. But I put in the chat the MichiganDefensiveDriving.com. That's a particular course that we want you to take. You got to enter it in exactly like that, and we want you to select the Detroit Defensive Driving option. And when you take that course, sir, we want to have some robust discussion on what you learned from that course. The better the discussion, the more you have you completed high school, sir?
Yes, I completed high school.
Okay, so the more I'm going to assume you can understand very well, read and write the English language, correct?
Okay.
Is that correct?
Yes, and I had screenshotted the chat that you said, the Michigan. So once we get off the Zoom, I'm gonna go on there. I'm gonna get on the laptop and type it in.
Are you willing to take that course, sir?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to give you 30 days to take that course.
Okay.
Now, sir, what I want and what is going to be expected when you come back on September 24th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. There's going to be some discussion. You're going to be in open court. You're going to have to tell everybody what you learned from that course. The more you bring to the court that day, the better the offer is going to be for you that day. Okay, but you're doing 56 miles an hour on a 35-mile-an-hour zone up Gratiot, sir. I don't understand what the hurry is that you need to be going that fast for. Then you got another 16 to 20 over the speed limit that I don't know where that was, but and you're only 23 years old. So I'm going to give you till September 24th. I'm gonna set aside the responsible pleas in this matter. The court is going to grant your attorney's motion because the court does believe that you didn't have the benefit of counsel at the time that you entered into those agreements. And the court does believe that had you known the implications and ramifications of doing that, you wouldn't have taken that route and you would have come to court and had a lawyer help you and represent you, sir. So I'm going to give you till the 24th of September, 8:30 a.m. You have the course. It's going to cost you about $60. If you have any questions, you can call the courtroom here at I'm gonna send that in the chat too.
All right, I'm gonna screenshot that too once you send in the chat. But you said next court date, September 24th at 8:30?
At 8:30. And I'm gonna send you my email address, because upon completion of that course, sir, I want you to send me the certificate that shows me that you completed it. Okay, so I sent you my email address and I sent you the courtroom number. If you have any issue, I want you to take www.michigandefensivedriving.com. And if you complete the course before the 24th, I see that you, well, I don't know if you need to get a license or not. Does he have a, it seems like you might have a license, sir. Do you have a license?
Yeah, right.
Huh? Mr. Green?
Yes, I got a license.
Okay, you're just gonna come back on the 24th, but send me that information with the certificate and everything, and then we'll deal with the matter then, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Hey, slow down, all right?
Okay.
Because it's not gonna, you come back in here with some more tickets, it's not gonna be good for you, all right?
All right.
All right.
Your Honor, just get a
Yes.
couple seconds to switch tapes.
Very well. All right.
Your Honor, is that Mr. Gatsky that dialed back in from the phone?
Mr. Gatsky, is that you, sir?
Yes. Yes.
I hear you, sir.
I'm ready, Your Honor.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, on that, yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, I was having trouble with the internet.
All right. Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Gregory Allen Gatsky. Case number SP 109-70271. Case number SP 111-89312 and SP 11583-611. The court will take note that Mr. Gatsky has paid 2 related civil infractions in both of the matters. I have an offer here in front of me that, well, you know something? If he's paid the 2 civil infractions, let's just dismiss it. All right, Mr. Gatsby, you've paid 2 related civil infractions in these matters. We're going to dismiss the rest of the matters. I'm going to find you responsible to pay the reinstatement fee, and I will waive the warrant fees. You understand that?
Beautiful. Yes, I do, sir. Sir?
Yes, I hear you. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's say pay related civil infractions, will waive the warrant fee, and you're going to be responsible to pay the reinstatement fee. I see 2 reinstatement fees here of $45, sir. I'm going to dismiss all the other matters. All right?
Yes, that sounds beautiful, Your Honor. I do have a question for you, though, because I have a show cause hearing coming up. I was wondering if you could consider that now.
That's going to be taken care of. If it's absent, all your matters will be cleared here in the 36th District Court after the day, and you'll be able to approach the Secretary of State after you pay those $2 $45 fees.
Do I pay that downtown, sir?
You can pay that downtown. You can pay that at any DivDab kiosk in the city of Detroit, or you can pay that at 36districtcourt.org.
When will I be able to do that?
Shortly. We're going to enter the information in the next 5 minutes, sir.
Okay, I plan on coming tomorrow and paying that downtown in court then.
You'll see just two $45 fees. The cashier will see just two $45 fees.
And I don't have to worry about that show cause hearing?
No, you don't, sir.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, have a great day, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, Mr. Troy Lee, he's a walk-in. Let's see if we can get him out of here. All right, let's.
Yeah. Take $45.
Okay, he's got the community, oh yeah, so Mr. Gatsky, are you talking about?
No.
All right, let's call the cases. This is the city of Detroit versus Troy Everett Lee, case number SP 11481411 and SP 11481412. So what's your situation, Mr. Lee? I don't know what you need.
What's happened is I've received a postcard from 36th District saying it is a 14-day notice. And then I read the back of what it said to the defendant, and it said that a warrant has been issued. So that's what got me actually calling in. Right now, I'm serving community service to satisfy my agreement with the courts. So I'm not sure why I got those postcards in the mail. And another issue is my contact point for my community service. I haven't been able to talk to him within the last week.
You need to call Mrs. Green back.
I did that. I called and I left 3 messages on Mrs. Green's voicemail, and I've yet to hear from her. So my license is great. I don't want them messed up. So that's my point of contact. I called yesterday and your clerk said the best thing to do was to Zoom in, get back in contact with you to see where we can go. She also told me first off to call Mrs. Green. So I did that. I left a message yesterday when she suggested, and I did again this morning. So I haven't heard back from her yet. I may hear from her by the end of the day, but I just wanted to make sure that as I'm driving, I'm not, I don't have a warrant for my arrest. I haven't completed my community services 32 hours of community service, so I'm not done with it.
Okay, so let me ask you this, sir. All I see is the two things here. I do see the 20s. How many hours have you done? Have you done any hours at all?
No, sir. By the time I scheduled to go up there and meet him, I haven't had any contact with him since. And this is over 2 weeks.
Mrs. Green.
I know, yeah.
All right, why don't you do this? Take the number to the court down. You have an ink pen on you, sir?
Is it a different number from what's on my the postcard that's sent?
No, you called the clerk yesterday, my clerk yesterday, Ms. Nash. So use that number, the 2402.
Okay.
And we can handle yours off the record. You don't have to be here. You can just call in and we can take care of that. But if we need to get in touch with Mr. Green to get back in touch with you, we'll do that.
Okay, I appreciate it, Your Honor.
Yeah. So
off the record, Your Honor, is it possible that I could leave my contact information for you with your clerk?
Yes, certainly. Yes. If you want to put it in the chat now, I can put it on your file. Or you can leave it with, so your license is valid, sir.
Okay.
And I'll put that in the file as well. But you won't have any worry about any license being dismissed or any warrants or anything like that. We'll make sure that just give the court a call and we'll work out any issue you have.
Okay, just give her a call by the end of the day?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you. All right. Let's go with what we have. Okay, let's go, Ms. McCall. Let's do Mr. Matthew Gusick. Okay, this is the city of Detroit versus Matthew Gregory Guzik, case number Z80594661. Appearance for the record, please.
Michael McCall on behalf of the probation department.
Ms. Gaten.
Robinson.
Okay. So here we are, we're back with Mr. Guzik. And Mr. Guzik was given some, and the reason why we have him in person, Mrs. Gaten Robinson, is because he was on probation for a operating while intoxicated charge that he pled to. And this is a case that I took over from Judge Langston, and Mr. Guzik just could not seem to come into compliance. And from my understanding, on 5/3/2021, Judge Langston sentenced him to 10 days in the Wayne County Jail, and she held 45 days in abeyance. And I told Mr. Guzik that if he comes into court the next time, he better have all of his I's dotted and all of his T's crossed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna allow Ms. Probation Officer McCall to have the floor, and she can give us an update on what Mr. Guzik has done. I'll give you an opportunity, if you're necessary, to speak with Mr. Guzik. And we're gonna figure out where we're at and what we're gonna do with this case. Ms. McCall?
Your Honor, Mr. Guzik was placed on this probation on February 26, 2021, and it was a 9-month term. He was ordered to pay $1,005 in assessed fines and costs, attend and complete the victim's impact panel, as well as the alcohol highway safety class. Submit your drug urinalysis, shall not consume any alcohol beverages, and complete 40 hours of community service, and failure to comply may result in jail. Mr. Guzik last appeared on Zoom on July 26, 2021, and Mr. Guzik was given his last chance to comply with these terms and conditions of probation. So he was instructed to complete the remaining hours of community service and complete the alcohol highway safety class. And per the Honorable Judge Langston stated, if he fails to comply with these terms and conditions, 45 days was held in abeyance. And on 5/3, Mr. Guzik received 10 days Wayne County Jail due to a violation. And at that time also, she assessed him additional fines and costs. And at $350 per Your Honor, on July 26th, stated if he complies, the $350 will be released. So at this time, Mr. Guzik has provided verification of paying assessed fines and costs in full. He has completed his 40 hours of community service. He has completed the victim's impact panel, as well as the alcohol highway safety class. And he continued with his AA meetings and provided proof of that as well. But contrary to the condition, the state's submitted drug urinalysis on July 30th, 2021, Mr. Guzik missed his testing. And he does have a medical marijuana card, which expires on 12/8/22, and it was issued on 12/8/20.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, did she say he missed his test?
Yes, on July 30th, 2021.
Okay.
So let me ask you this: that extra $350, are you saying that has been paid as well? And
No, Your Honor, you indicated on July 26th.
I would waive that fee.
You would waive it if he complies.
So I've asked I gave Mr. Guzik the opportunity to come back here and under my watch and come into compliance. I do understand that the 40 hours of community service was done. The highway safety class has been done. That he is currently attending AA meetings. How many times a week?
He was attending AA.
And from when, and from what dates to what dates?
He he was attending twice a week, Your Honor, and he started back in February of 2021, all the way up until now.
But the most important aspect of it is the drug testing. I mean, all of that other stuff is good, but we need to know whether Mr. Guzik has been in compliance with those things. And obviously, if the July 30th test was missed, as probation officer McCall says, then we don't know why it's missed, and we can only assume that it was missed because he wasn't going to pass it. It may be he may be able to offer some other reasons for that, but at this point, you know how the court treats those matters, Mrs. Gaten Robinson. So I indicated to Mr. Guzik that he would be going to jail today if he didn't come in compliance with everything. And I will allow you an opportunity to speak with Mr. Guzik in a breakout room. I think we can provide him. Can you provide him with the laptop so he can speak with, in a room to speak with them on? And you can speak with him. That's why I told you really need to be here today, because it's not looking good for Mr. Guzik right now.
Because the judges love for me to have all the special babies. That's why.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do, Miss Gaten Robinson. And you do it very well. So let me do this. Let's go. Let's go. If you need a chance to speak, would you like to speak with the attorney, sir?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to give you an opportunity. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Guzik. Join that breakout room for Attorney Goss, and he's going to provide him a room where he can speak with you in private. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to room 1, right?
You're going to go to room 1.
You'll have me assigned to 2. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I may get the name of Miss McCall, what's your first name?
M-A-I, B as a boy, R-Y-N, McCall, M-C, capital C-A-L-L.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Also, Your Honor, Mr. Lee, he never had a review date to return back. I forgot to mention that as well.
We'll get him that when he calls. We'll just make sure that nothing is, I don't know why that show clause notice is sent out.
No, he got because they didn't delete the cost. What happens sometimes, some tickets, it'll populate to $65. You have to go back and look and take it out. They forgot, so he was sentenced to $65 because he get paid within a certain amount of time. That notice was generated.
But he's gonna do the community service, so that'll check that out, $65 out anyway.
But I'm saying you have to manually take it out.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm doing that now.
You finished with Mr. Langford, or you still?
No, he's in the breakout room.
Your Honor, he should be coming back in the courtroom.
Ms. Gayton Robinson, I've given you an opportunity to speak with Mr. Gusick in the breakout room. Do you have something for the court?
Yes, Your Honor. With regards to Mr. Gusick acknowledges that he missed his testing date. Basically, he forgot to call on that specific day, and that was the day he was supposed to test. What I can do is request that if it is at all possible. I don't know, is the court testing anymore in person?
Well, it doesn't, something, what it is that it kind of goes beyond that. It kind of goes to the fact that Mr. Gusick doesn't seem to want to take this matter seriously. And we had a long conversation, and unfortunately, you weren't here for that conversation. Ms. McCall was here, but we had a long conversation with that, and he talked about working and don't want to interfere with his job, and that's the story. If I'm correct, is that correct, Mr. Gusick? And I mean, you got to answer.
Yes.
So we had a long opportunity, and I bought that story, and I didn't even really buy it. I just give them one opportunity to come up. Now, that was me giving them one opportunity. We're not talking about Judge Langford. I don't know how many opportunities he gave him, but I know she had to go to the extent to send him to jail for 10 days, and that didn't even do it. So it's my inclination just to give him jail time and close the matter out, because I'm not going to sit here and continue to babysit him. Is there any way we can test him today, Ms. McCall?
No, unfortunately, the lab is not open here at the court. So therefore, he would have to test at his outside agencies where he's testing now with ATS.
Yeah, that puts him at a severe disadvantage.
Your Honor, I have a suggestion.
I'm sure you do. And I'm going to definitely let you. I'm going to definitely hear your suggestion, but I mean, I don't know if at this point is really going to help. Because I want this. I kind of told Mr. Gusick what I was going to do, and if there was some other really extenuating circumstance that made him not test, then I would have listened to that. But just I forgot. That just tells me that you've probably been using or probably been doing something that you weren't supposed to do, and you're just going to see if you can get away with it. So go ahead with your suggestion, Ms. Gayton Robinson.
Your Honor, I would ask that the court set another in-person hearing for Mr. Gusick in 2 weeks. In that 2 weeks, make him test randomly 3 times a week. If he misses any of those tests, if he tests positive for anything other than the marijuana that he has a marijuana medical card for, then lock him up. But he sinks or swim literally based on what he does in the next 2 weeks.
Ms. McCall, do you want to put anything on the record?
Well, Your Honor, just to on the probation department, Mr. Gusick has numerous opportunities to comply with these terms and conditions of probation. And the prior judge indicated if he fails to comply with these terms and conditions, it was going to be 45 days. She gave him 10 days in the beginning, and he completed those 10 days that brought him up to speed to complete and do everything he was supposed to do. So he had an opportunity. And probation is an alternative to jail in the first place. So therefore, Mr. Booth had numerous opportunities. This is his second opportunity this time.
Any response, Mrs. Gaten Robinson?
You know, Your Honor, with regards to advocating for him, I am behind the 8 ball because I'm here only for this hearing. What I can say is, I think that he should be highly motivated because realistically, Your Honor, he has a landscaping business. And if he misses the next 45 days of the landscaping business, it's not only going to kill his business this year, a lot of his customers are probably going to go elsewhere for next year. I know because my husband has a landscaping business that it's now time to start clean out season will happen within the next 45 days. It's a whole lot that's going to happen. So that's why I said in the next 2 weeks, his behavior will dictate whether or not his business will live or die, whether or not he will be free. All of that will be dictated by what he does in the next 3 weeks, because he wasn't testing 3 times a week prior to. So it's going to be an inconvenience. It's going to teach a lesson. And then when he comes back in 2 weeks, the court can make a determination for how often he needs to test and if he needs to test. I know that he has been told that he was going to go to jail by both yourself and Judge Langston. As his advocate today, what I am asking is that the court hold that official decision for whether or not he goes to jail for 45 days. And Your Honor, if he doesn't come back, if he doesn't return, then you have way more than 45 days that he's eligible for. He's only done 10 of 93 days. So if he does not honor his agreement with the court to do what he's supposed to do, then he can do 80 days and he can get out and miss snow blowing season. Like, it's up to him. But I just would ask that the court consider granting him one last opportunity, increasing the responsibility, making it more strenuous so that a lesson is taught and that we're put in a position where he can move forward and potentially not lose what he has established as a business owner.
All right, and lastly, Ms. McCall, how many times was he supposed to test?
Right now, he's testing 3 times a month, random.
3 times a month?
Yes, 3 times a month, random.
So we've quadrupled it, Your Honor. That's the lesson right there.
Like I say, it doesn't really matter. I don't know either that Mr. Lucic even has a landscaping business. And really, it doesn't really matter whether he does or not, because we discussed that last time. And that was another reason why the court was willing to give you an opportunity, sir, to redeem yourself. Because you did mention about your landscaping business. Do you have any kids, sir?
No, sir, not yet. I have a girlfriend of 6 years, and we have a house out in Dearborn, and I have a little dog.
All right. You know something, sir? I just don't think that you really get it.
I get it, Your Honor.
I didn't ask you to talk now. I don't think that you get it. And while it's compelling what Mrs. Gaten Robinson said on your behalf, I just really don't feel like babysitting. How old are you, sir?
I'm 28 years old, sir.
I don't really feel like babysitting this anymore. But do you have the results of the other 2 tests?
Yes, Your Honor, those 2 tests, he tested this month, all 3 tests. He tested on August 8th, August 20th, and August 24th. So he did test yesterday. And all those tests were just positive on marijuana due to the fact that it does have marijuana.
Okay, and what were the tests prior to that?
Prior to that, Your Honor, he tested on July 16th and July 6th. Those were positive for marijuana. Makes it a lot better.
All right. All right, Ms. Gaten Robinson, you have convinced me, ma'am. I'm gonna give him one final. All right, let's do it this way. And I'm gonna give you the opportunity, sir. Do you want to take the 15 days today and close the matter out? Or do you want to take, come back in 2 weeks, you test 3 times a week randomly, and then if you miss one test, I don't care, you're gonna do the whole 80 days. Which one would you like?
I'll take the second option, sir.
All right. Did you get that, Miss Gaten Robinson?
I heard it, Your Honor. He sinks or swim. He got to be grown.
And then that's the balance of what, 80, let's say 83 days, because that's gonna be the 93-day misdemeanor. And you're gonna get all of that 93-day misdemeanor. If there's one test that comes back with anything other than marijuana, or if there's any miss, you're going to jail.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right?
Understood.
All right, you got that?
Yes, Your Honor, I have it. And in regards to the $350, Your Honor.
Oh, he's paying that $350. He's paying that $350. I tried to, that was another thing that she ordered him to pay an additional $350. I told him if he complies, then I don't care about the money, but you gotta pay the money now, sir.
That's fine. I can pay it today, Your Honor.
Pay it right now at the window. Now, and bring the receipt back up.
I don't have it all on me. I have 100 on me, but I can go to the bank and I can take care of that.
Come back and bring the receipt back up, $350 today.
Today, yes, sir.
All right?
Understood.
All right. If there's nothing further, Miss Gaten Robinson, you better be thankful that you're here, and maybe Miss Bradfield probably would have been a person that would have been good too for him, but.
Thank you, Miss Robinson. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Listen, nobody's going to be able to save you. He is a man of his word. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, he's going to lock you up.
I don't know now. He's not going to be believing that now, because I told him I was going to send him.
Listen, I bet you'll make him into a believer. Let me assure you that he will make you into a believer.
That is correct.
Now, he will not bluff with you.
That is correct. All right. So, sir, the ball is in your court one more time, and I tell you, we won't, you'll be in person, so my officer can escort you straight to where he needs to do if you have any mess up. And that'll conclude the matter.
Thank you, Your Honor. I hope you have a great day.
All right, you have a very, very good day too. Good luck to you.
And sir, just so you know, so you don't have to do all that running around, there are ATMs on the first floor of the court. They may have your bank or credit union down there. There's a credit union ATM on the second floor.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Your Honor, just for the record, I have to physically get downtown to court. Mr. Langford has one more time. I'm sorry. I have only so much more patience for Mr. Langford and his shenanigans this morning, because I have to get to in-person exams.
All right.
So I'm gonna try again with Mr. Langford, or Mr. Langford is gonna need another attorney.
All right, where were we? Oh, he mentioned that we were taking a factual base. We're back on the record with Mr. Floyd Langford. And we were at the point where he was trying to get a factual basis to the failure to display a valid driver's license. And I asked you, sir, that you're taking your attention back to August the 9th, 2020 at 8:35 a.m.
We just need a return date from him.
A return date?
Yes.
Okay. Let's get a return date. Sorry, Madam Court Reporter. We'll go back on the record with Mr. Matthew Guzik and give him a return date of September 8th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right. Make sure he knows what he's got to do. I want to hear it from you, sir.
I'm sorry, what was that date, Your Honor?
That date would be September 8th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. Okay, back on the record with Mr. Floyd Langford, and we were at the point trying to take a factual basis, not drew your attention, sir, to August the 9th, 2020 at around 8:35 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Mount Clement and Mount Elliott and Gratiot, sir. I asked you, had you been pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes,
sir. You did? I asked you,
yes,
sir.
Yeah.
When that Detroit police officer pulled you over, sir, did he ask you for to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, sir. She asked me, and I didn't have a valid driver's license.
Okay, so what was the problem, sir? You said that wait a minute. You said that she didn't ask you for a license.
No, I didn't hear you correctly at first, John. I'm sorry about that.
All right. And you couldn't produce that driver's license, could you, sir?
Yes, sir. I couldn't produce it.
You couldn't produce it. Why is that, sir?
Well, I was told my license was suspended.
All right,
I had a license, but it was suspended.
Very well. I'm gonna find you guilty, failure to display a valid driver's license. I'm gonna fine you $240 in that matter. Sir,
yes, sir.
I'm gonna draw your attention to October 17th, 2020. Let's just say this. These are for the civil infractions, counselor. Will your client stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor.
And so I'm going to find him responsible to the amended count of blocking traffic for the no insurance ticket. And I'm going to fine him $175 in that matter. Where did he go?
All right, here. I'm trying to hear.
All right. Then, as for the defective brakes, I'm going to find you responsible for the defective brakes. Well, you may want to plead to the amended count of blocking traffic because that's a cheaper ticket. Blocking traffic. That's going to be another $175, sir.
Yes, sir.
And with the stipulation of probable cause, we'll dismiss all the other matters.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
We do stipulate.
Thanks.
All right, I'm gonna waive any warrant fees, and I'm going to hold you responsible for any reinstatement fees, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. When can you pay, sir?
Your Honor, Mr. Langford is on a fixed income. He will need probably at least 60 days. Is that a good number of days, Mr. Langford?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna give him till November 30th, November 23rd, 2021. I'm gonna waive the warrant fee, pay the reinstatement fees. All I'm concerned with today, sir.
It's $590, sir.
$590, correct. And with that being said, if there's no further questions, sir, you are free to leave. So pay by November 23rd, 2021. If you do not have that paid by then, sir, I would suggest you zoom back in and see if the court can give you some more time.
Yes. Do I got yes, sir. Do I just go downtown and pay right there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too, Your Honor. And thank you, Ms. Robinson.
You're welcome, Mr. Langford. Have a good day.
And I appreciate you so much.
All right. That's that. So,
Your Honor.
I'm sending my first person to jail.
Well, Your Honor, I mean, you're gonna be on the bench a long time. You're gonna get to send somebody to jail that deserves it.
I'm not, well, I don't know if he does not deserve it. And I'm not looking, I don't want to send anybody to jail,
I
you
know
know?
you
I-
don't. I know you don't. I know if you send them to jail, they're gonna really earn it. I am confident in that.
Yep, so, but he just. he
Your Honor,
just,
we're still, can we exit the YouTube?
Yeah. All right. So I think that concludes everything, right? All right. Is that it? Show. Review. September 8th, 2021.
Hey, Ms. Law.